Hello and welcome to what may be the most highly anticipated video of the pre-season, which is of course the predictions. I'm going to be taking you today through my predictions for the Highland League, the Lowland League, the SPFL League 2, League 1, Championship, Premiership and a few of the cup competitions up here in Scotland. Please do remember to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Who do you think are going to win each league? If I've got something wrong, do let me know in the comment section below. Again, remember, like the kits video, just a bit of fun. Nothing I say will probably come true unless my predictions are as genius as they were for the Euros, but they'll come unstuck in the final against the Italians. I actually can see Italy doing very well out of the tournament. But yeah, also remember to hit that like button. Remember to subscribe if you're new. Hello if you are new. My name's Sam. I run the Footy Adventures YouTube channel. It'd be great to see you around here a little bit more often. So yes, please do subscribe. Anyway, yes, let's jump straight into it. I'm going to start off with the Highland League, one of my favourite non-leagues in the whole world. It's got to be one of the most exciting non-leagues that there are, because a lot of the games you'll see when you look at the scores over the course of a weekend, some of them are like 8-2, some are 10-0, some are 13-1. You will always get some games that have like 10 goals in them, no matter who plays. So yeah, the Highland League's brilliant, first off, let me preface by saying that. But there are two huge big hitters in the Highland League this season, both starting with B. It's going to be the Battle of the Bees. It's going to be Brechin, who came down from the SPFL last season. Of course, they finished bottom of League 2 in 2 years running. They are now in the Highland League, but they're a very prestigious, of course, well-supported, massive club now in the Highland League, who I expect to do very, very well. And Brora Rangers as well, a team that I've covered a lot in my time. Brora, yeah, an amazing club who have won the league twice in the past 2 years without being able to get promoted due to the playoff systems and stuff like that. But yeah, Brora are a club that I would love to see in the SPFL. They deserve it for winning the league twice in a row. Imagine winning a league and not getting promoted. They need to make it a little bit more open, but that's, you know, that's talk for another video. But yeah, for this season in the Highland League, it's Brechin and it's Brora. And so, moving on to what have we got next? We've got the Lowland League next. So yeah, the Lowland League is a bit strange this year. There's going to be a huge chance for somebody to get promoted. Now, a lot of the teams in the divisions below haven't had a chance to come up yet, but there are some massive teams that in the next 5-10 years will come up into the Lowland League. Teams like Auchinleck Talbot, like Falkirk, like Darvel, like Clydebank, they're all going to be pushing to get into the Lowland League over the next few years. And with what happened last season, it's made the Lowland League a very competitive league this year, in that anyone could really go up that has, you know, half a chance. And basically, yeah, why is it so competitive this year? Well, Brechin got relegated last season, as I've already mentioned earlier in this video, and instead of getting relegated to the Lowland League, which is what they wanted, they actually got relegated to the Highland League because of their positioning in the country. They're actually more in the Highlands than they are in the Lowlands. Despite a lot of their players living in the Lowland area, the stadium itself is north of the Tay Bridge, which I think is the deciding factor for deciding if you're a Highland League or a Lowland League team. And yeah, so the SPFL team that got relegated didn't come into the division, they went into the Highland division, so the Lowland League missed out there. And also Kelty Hearts, who have been so strong for 2 years, they're not in it anymore. So for those teams that are in there now, there's no SPFL club that came down, there's no Kelty Hearts, the big teams from below them haven't quite come up yet, they haven't had the chance, the years to get up into the Lowland League yet. So there's a real chance for someone out there, like an East Kilbride maybe, or Dalbeattie Star have had a great start to the season to come up. Now, where I think it's going to be either Brora or Brechin to win the Highland League, I believe that the Lowland League this season will be between East Kilbride and Rangers Colts team. Rangers Colts have won all 3 games so far and they've looked unbelievable. I saw them against Spartans and they dispatched Spartans, who are a well-established Lowland League team. But yeah, I don't think Rangers can go up if they win it. They will of course have the trophy and they'll have the day. But yeah, I think that it'll be between them and East Kilbride. So before we jump into League 2, here is one of my Kelty Hearts canvases. We are running so low on the canvases now. These ones that I have now, the top links in the description box, won't be coming back. These ones, these pictures that I've taken, the Celtic, the Rangers, and these Kelty Hearts versions here, look how nice that is. Nathan Austin there, absolute legend of the club, still scores week in, week out. We'll be chatting about him in a minute, just very quickly. But yeah, these ones won't ever be coming back. I'll be doing new designs as the season progresses and stuff. So if you want to get your hands on these, then just go down to the first links in the description box and purchase one. Every single one comes with a handwritten note, and I send them out pretty much straight away as well. I got someone bought one on Friday night, and I sent it by Saturday morning already. So you'll get it really quick. They're absolutely top quality. I've had some great reviews as well. So yeah, please do support the channel. £10 in purchasing one of these. On to League 2. So for me, this is the league to watch this season. You've got Kelty Hearts, of course we've just spoken about Nathan Austin. Whenever Kelty have played this season so far in the League Cup and stuff like that, I'm usually at a game, but I'll check my phone and Kelty are like 2-0 up or whatever, or they've scored a couple of goals in the game, or they've scored 3. And it's literally, when I open the scores, of Kelty Hearts, I'm like, right, how many has Nathan Austin scored? He's unbelievable, and he's probably going to be top scorer this year in League 2. If he's not, I would be surprised. He's on fire. He's played for Inverness Caley Thistle before, who are a Championship, Premiership sort of level team. So he's unbelievable for that level. He dominated last year in the Lowland League. He's dominating already this year. But yeah, watch out for him this season. But not only Kelty Hearts, you've got Stenhouse Muir, you've got Elgin, you've got Edinburgh City. Some really, really big clubs in there who all did well last season as well. Stranraer as well did very well last year. So yeah, look, there's some big sides in League 2, and it could be a really, really exciting league to watch, especially with Queen's Park, who had invested a lot to win that league last season. They're now in League 1, so yeah, gives those teams a chance. But yeah, I can't look past Kelty Hearts, who I think are going to win it. League 1, a little bit underwhelming this year for me. No massive derbies or anything like that, but there are a few clubs of interest in the league. Falkirk threw the league away last season in my eyes. They were in a great position, but somehow they ended up finishing mid-table. Cove Rangers, they're an ambitious club who are in League 1 at the moment. They've obviously risen through the divisions meteorically, and they'll be looking to continue that meteoric rise this year if they can win League 1. Queen's Park, of course, now pro. We spoke about them in the League 2 section. Now pro, they are having a few issues, I believe, with Lesser Hamden. They haven't moved in there yet. I thought they would by now, but they haven't. They are playing at Partick Thistle all season. Doesn't look like they'll be moving into Lesser Hamden this season. A bit of a mess what's happened with Lesser Hamden, so I can understand some frustrations are there with the fans, but the club are probably moving in the right direction, given that they are now a professional club, if not semi-pro in a lot of cases for the players. But yeah, they're heading in the right direction. Could be up there even in League 1 this season. Like I said, they dominated League 2 last year, so this will be a good test to see how good they really are. But my money with League 1 is with Falkirk. Right, in the Championship, this is a league where I think I was chatting to someone at a game off camera just recently, where I was like, it's not looking the best, but having looked into it a little bit more over the past few days in anticipation for this video, there are some mouth-watering ties in the Championship this year, and it actually does seem like quite an exciting division. So firstly, we've got Raith versus Dunfermline, a big Fife derby there, and the fact that Kilmarnock got relegated means there's going to be an Ayrshire derby as well. They're going to be two massive derbies. I'm going to try and get to a few derbies this year, and we'll come on to a few more derbies in the Premiership, but if I can get to Raith Dunfermline and if I can get to an Ayr Killy game, then I'll be absolutely buzzing with those. But yeah, just looking down the league as well, I really like Inverness Caley Thistle, Arbroath and Partick Thistle just as clubs. I love Inverness because of how welcoming they've been to me when I've visited there before. Same with Arbroath. I've never been to Partick Thistle before. I've seen them away at Stenhouse Muir just recently and met some of the fans, and they were unbelievable. Their support was amazing on the day, and yeah, they were all just so welcoming to me, the ones that saw me and said hello and stuff. So yeah, those three clubs in there I'd love to see do well, but yeah, remember it's only a 10 team division, so it's likely that a few of these teams I like won't do that well. Obviously everyone can't go up as much as we'd love them to. This is football, there is always going to be winners and losers, but yeah, they are the three that I would love to see do well this year. Personally, out of the three though, I'd love to see Inverness and probably Partick go up. I think seeing them two in the Prem next season would be really exciting, but I do think that the ultimate winner of that division will be Kilmarnock this season. I asked a lot of my viewers or my followers on Instagram what they thought of the divisions this season, what a few of their predictions were, so I'll put some on screen right now. And yeah, let's just run through a few of the Instagram answers I got. I got so many, but yeah, apologies if I didn't get round to answering yours. A few I answered that had like the same answers or whatever, but yeah, a lot of people were tipping Aberdeen to do well. We've got a poll about Aberdeen coming up just very shortly, so just wait right there. Hibs finishing top at towards the top of the league. A lot of people are predicting that as well. Rangers, Killy, Cove and Kelty Hearts. That isn't too far away from what I'm predicting. Rangers, Dunfermline, Alloa, Kelty Hearts as well. There's a few Dunfermline fans that follow me, so hello to you. I hope you do well this season. Yeah, Cali Brave, someone voted for, and Dalbeattie Star, both in the Lowland League. Dalbeattie Star had a great star. Sorry about the pun there. Wick Academy for the Highland League. Yeah, who knows what a story that would be. Someone else here has written Rangers top, Aberdeen second and Celtic third, of which I said so many people have actually come on this, on the poll and on the questions and said that Aberdeen are not only going to have a great season, but also finish above Celtic. And I did a poll of which you can see on screen right now. The results are unbelievable, aren't they? What do you think? Do you think Aberdeen will finish above Celtic this season? drop it in the comments section below. Of course, Celtic, actually no wait, we'll get on to Celtic and the Premiership in just a second. I just wanted to run through a few of the poll results there, but yeah, interesting to hear a lot of your thoughts. Moving on to the Premiership, and firstly, I'd like to point out that it's great to have Hearts back and Dundee FC. Both of these getting promoted last season ensures that the old firm isn't the only big derby this season. Again, like I said, I want to get to as many derbies as I can this year. We've got the Dundee derby and the Edinburgh derby. Okay, we've lost the Lanarkshire derby with Hamilton going down, but we'll lose that in order to get the other two. I think I'm quite happy with the other two being in there. Starting at the bottom, sorry Ross County fans, I do love your club, I love your stadium. I love the people that I always meet up in Dingwall, but I do think you're going to go down. I've got to pick someone to do not so well as the good ones. So yeah, apologies. I do think it's going to be Ross County. But moving on to the top of the league after this weekend's results, I don't think you can look past Rangers for the league title. Rangers have just beaten Real Madrid. This is the day after Rangers have beaten Real Madrid. I think they'll look back on this fixture at the end of the season and see it as like a turning point or a huge learning curve for the team. Of course, it's probably there to simulate a European game, and if they're doing that against Real Madrid, I know it's pre-season and stuff like that, but you still want to win all your games, and still to beat Real Madrid as Rangers, that just shows how far Stevie has brought this team. Then you look at the same result from yesterday for Celtic, see how they got on in their game, and they lost 6-2 at home to West Ham. And yes, again, you can say it's a friendly and it doesn't count towards anything, which is correct, but still, to go into a season having lost 6-2 against West Ham and had some questionable results against Championship teams, whereas you see Rangers, beating Real Madrid, it is unbelievable. There's a feel-good factor at Rangers that isn't there at Celtic. It's obvious to see. There's been a lot of off-the-field controversies with Celtic that happened last season as well, and I feel like that really held them back. And they've kind of continued and trickled on into this season as well. Look at what's happening with Lee Griffiths, and look what happened with the manager debacle, trying to get someone else in after Eddie Howe. Doesn't seem like Big Ange was their first choice. They've divvied with transfers as well. It doesn't look like they've brought anyone decent in to really kick off the season. And yeah, they drew it with Midtjylland as well. They've got that game coming up. That's going to be a huge game for them already this season. And do you know what? I cannot see many positive stories coming out of Celtic Park. Maybe they'll prove me wrong, I'm not sure. But like the poll suggested with Instagram, even a lot of my followers aren't tipping Celtic to do very well. So yeah, we'll see. The big season ahead for Celtic, but you cannot look past Rangers for the league. I mean, the lad who made his debut yesterday, Fashion Jr., what a great day for him to come and score against Real Madrid. Absolutely unbelievable. And yeah, the feel-good factor at Rangers must be there. And I don't just tip them to do well in the league, I also think they'll do well in Europe as well. So on to the Cups. The Cups last year were a bit of a weird one, weren't they? No one would have ever thought that St Johnstone would win a Cup double, but I'm sure it was a little bit bittersweet for them in that no fans could be there for such a historic event. It's devastating. I'm a Liverpool fan, and we missed out on the whole league thing. City had won it by the time all the lockdowns had ended and stuff like that. So yeah, for St Johnstone it must be the same sort of feeling. Yes, happy that you've got the trophies, but at the same time a bit bittersweet that you couldn't really celebrate it very much. But this year for the trophies, for the two big cups, the League Cup and the Scottish Cup, got to give one to Rangers. I just feel like they have, with the young squad as well, with the Colts, if they can bring some of those players through to play in the Cups. I know Leon King has already, who I interviewed the other day at one of the Colts games. I know he played last season, and there's a picture of him hugging Stevie G and stuff. So yeah, he's already got first team experience. So if they can bed some of those players in, the future's going to be so bright for Rangers. But if they can bed some of those in the Cups, I can see them doing really well and at least winning one of the Cups. And you've got to say that probably the other Cup, if Rangers win one, has got to go to Celtic. But even if they do have some issues off the pitch and they don't have the strongest squad on it, you'd still fancy them to pick up a trophy every season, wouldn't you? I know last season was a bit of an anomaly. They did win the Scottish Cup. That was kind of the one from the season before, the one that they played at Christmas against Hearts. So a bit strange, but, there is a huge winning culture at Celtic, of course there is. But outside of Celtic, from what I'm hearing from a lot of you, I think Aberdeen, if Celtic don't win something, I'd love to see Aberdeen pick up a trophy. They're a huge club and I absolutely love to visit Pittodrie. Cannot wait to see them finally play. But yeah, if it's not Celtic or Rangers winning the Cups, then I'm going to go with Aberdeen. Surely Aberdeen have got to pick up something soon. Next up, everyone's favourite cup competition in Scotland, the Scottish Challenge Cup, the Scottish Johnston Paint Trophy. I think it's called the Tunnock's Wafer Cup sometimes, or I think this year it's the SPFL Trust Trophy, I believe. Usually there is a team or two from Wales and England and Ireland and stuff. I think Connors Key from Wales actually got to the final in one of the previous editions just recently. The last two editions of the Cup have been stop-start for obvious reasons. I think one of them was cancelled and one of them was just shared between Raith and Inverness. And then before that, Ross County won it. I think before that, Inverness won it. And maybe before that, Dundee United won it, and Rangers, or maybe Dundee FC. There's been some big teams win it out of the last 4 editions that were played out in full and that weren't stopped due to bloody COVID or whatever. So yeah, I think this year it'd be nice to see like one of the smaller teams win it. I know the Colts teams are in it, so again, you probably can't look past Rangers with the quality they have. But yeah, I believe it's made up of, hang on, I've got it here. It is all Championship teams, League 1 teams, League 2 teams, 4 from the Highland, 4 from the Lowland, and a collection of Premiership under 21 teams as well, so the Colt teams. But yeah, do you know what? I want to see Kelty Hearts win League 2, and I want to see them win the SPFL Trust Trophy as well. Look at that, the winning culture of Kelty Hearts. They've obviously got money to spend to improve the squad and to improve their facilities, and they're an amazing club. I love them, and I'd love to see them pick up a double this season. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope I've just given you a good little steer on sort of who I think is going to do well this season. I hope I've got a few of them right. I've probably got quite a few wrong as well, as is the case for these predictions. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Remember to hit that like button and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'd love to hear what you guys think of the season, who you're tipping and stuff like that. Do subscribe if you're new as well. I'll leave some videos around my head so you can keep watching my content. Thank you so much for being here for this one with me. Cheers, and I'll see you in the next one.